KA Bullets YouTube channel.
Hurry up, now tell us why you're here.
Rusty Wheelhouse will start at pole position for the second race, but then Chick Hicks wrecks 14 cars, and Tony Gasworth would almost win the second race, but in the end he lost to Jeff Burnton, who wins the second race. The pole sitter of the third race is Terry Carboni, and well, he starts at the pole position for the third race, but then Chick Hicks wrecks 15 cars, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. would win his very first race, the third race of 2000. And Dale Earnhardt is very happy that his son won his first race in his rookie year. And Dale Carrett will start at pole position for the fourth race, where Jeff Burnton would be out on the first lap due to an engine failure. Ken Schrader is out because of Eugene Komareski. Well, of course that happened, and Chick Hicks ends up breaking 18 cars. Why? Bobby Carboni would only lose by 3 feet to Dale Earnhardt, who wins the fourth race. And next picture, this picture is the finish of the fourth race of 2000. Jeff Gorvette will start at pole position for the fifth race, where Chick Hicks wrecks 16 cars. And since one of them was Misty Motocross, Claude Scruggs had something to say. When is he qualifying anyways? Eugene Komareski is out because of Ken Schrader. Well, of course that happened. And Nick Charger gets flipped because of Daryl Draggard. Why? And Johnny Blamer would be out with 7 to go, where Ward Burnton would win his first race, the fifth race of 2000. Chuck Armstrong will start at pole position for the sixth race, where Chick Hicks wrecks 16 cars, and now he's out because of a bump and run from Dale Earnhardt. Hooray! And Dale Earnhardt had this to say to Chick Hicks. Yay. And Chuck Armstrong would almost win the sixth race, but the King wins the sixth race. The pole sitter of the seventh race is, wait, Ernie Gearson? Wait, what? How? But he goes airborne on lap 14 because of Chick Hicks. Why? And Chuck Armstrong would lead the most laps with 231, but WJ Lights would end up winning the seventh race. He finishes second to Billy Oilchanger in qualifying, which makes Billy Oilchanger the pole sitter for the eighth race, but then Chick Hicks wrecks 15 cars before Ken Schrader is out because of Eugene Komareski. Well, of course that happened, and Jeff Burnton would get T-boned on the last lap by Chick Hicks, who wins the eighth race. Why? And Murray Clutchburn would start at pole position for the ninth race, where Chick Hicks, oh, he's out on lap 66 because of Kyle Traxon. I don't know what to say, but Chuck Armstrong would only lose by 10 feet to Mark Curtin, who wins the ninth race. But Dale Earnhardt Jr. would get the pole for the 10th race, where Chick Hicks wrecks 15 cars, including Kurt Busch-Tire, who had this to say. And his car owner, Jack Rush, had this to say to Chick Hicks. Hopefully this happens. And also, Chuck Armstrong would only lose by 12 feet to Matt Kenseth, who wins his very first race. And Jack Rush is very happy that Matt Kenseth won a race. Slide Park will start at pole position for the 11th race, where Chick Hicks wrecks 18 cars, and Eugene Komareski is out because of Ken Schrader. Well, of course this happened, and Jeff Corvette is out with 10 to go because he ran over a tire, and Chuck Armstrong would only lose by 6 feet to Rusty Wheelhouse, who wins the 11th race. Chuck Hicks starts at... No, he doesn't start at the pole because he cheated and will now be suspended for 8 races. Instead, Terry Carboni will start at pole position for the 12th race, where Murray Clutchburn would lead the most laps with only 89, where Dale Earnhardt would bump and run Murray Clutchburn. Why? But Dale Earnhardt Jr. wins the 12th race, which makes his father really happy that his son won 2 races in his rookie season. Rusty Wheelhouse will start at pole position for the 13th race, where Chuck Armstrong would lead the most laps with 146, but now Kenny Shiftwright is out for the season because of Todd Marcus. Why? Dale Earnhardt would almost win the 13th race, but he got bump and run by Jeremy Carfield, who wins the 13th race. Somehow, he gets the pole for the 14th race, where Johnny Blamer goes into the catch fence because of Ryan Thunderbolt Jr. Why? And Chuck Armstrong would only lose by 2 feet to Jeff Corvette, who wins the 14th race. And here is the finish. Where is 3rd place? Bobby Carboni would start at pole position for the 15th race, where Kevin Shiftwright gets flipped on lap 142 because of Todd Marcus. Why? And Ken Schrader is out because of Eugene Garbareski. Well, of course this happened, and Tony Gasworth would lead the most laps, but it won't be enough to beat Billy Oilchanger, who wins the 15th race. But the King would start at pole position for the 16th race, where James Clean Air would be out for the season because of Kyle Traxon, who will be suspended for the rest of the season because he did it on purpose. And also, Billy Oilchanger would be out on the last lap because of Tony Gasworth, who wins the 16th race. Kevin Shiftwright will start at pole position for the 17th race, where WJ Lights would lead the most laps with 43 laps led, and Jerry Nadrive would go into the catch fence on lap 203 because of Mark Burnsley. Why? And Jeff Corvette would win the 17th race. Dale Earnhardt will start at pole position for the 18th race, where Todd Marcus goes airborne because of Tony Gasworth. I don't know if that's a yay or why. I'll just say it's a yay because Todd Marcus wrecks other cars, and Eugene Garbareski is out because of Ken Schrader. Well, of course that happens, and Bobby Carboni would only lose by 6 feet to Chuck Armstrong, who wins his first race of the season with the 18th race of 2000. Ricky Slood starts at pole position for the 19th race, but WG Lights has a career-ending crash because of John Hicks! Why? But he'll be suspended for the rest of the season and the first half of next season. The King wins the 19th race, but he has this to say about WG Lights. And here's what Mark Burnsley and Ron Blaster had to say about WG Lights' career-ending crash. Tony Gasworth will start at pole position for the 20th race, but he'd lead the majority of the laps with 200, and Tony Gasworth would easily win the 20th race. Chick Hicks starts at pole position for the 21st race, where he wrecks 16 cars, and he will be out on lap 364 because of Rusty Wheelhouse. Hooray! And he wins the 21st race. Do you remember when Chick Hicks wrecked Matt Karzif? Yup. Now Rush Racing has decided to team up with DEI because Chick Hicks is a bad car. And now Joe Brakecheck will start at pole position for the 22nd race, where Chick Hicks is actually out on lap 21 because of Dale Earnhardt. Hooray! And Ken Schrader is out because of Eugene Karbareski. Well, of course that happened. And also, Bill Racelot would lead the most laps with only 45. And also, Dale Earnhardt is 18th with 5 laps to go. But he wins the 22nd race. How does any car gain 17 positions in 5 laps? Chuck Armstrong, who hasn't done anything that impressive, will start at pole position for the 23rd race, where Chick Hicks wrecks 13 cars. But now he's out on lap 139 because of Manny Flywheel. Hooray! And Mark Carton would almost win the 23rd race, but in the end, he lost to his teammate Jeff Burnton, who wins the 23rd race. And Chuck Armstrong would get the pole again for the 24th race, where Chick Hicks wrecks 17 cars. Eugene Karbareski is out because of Ken Schrader. Well, of course that happened. And also, Chuck Armstrong would lead the most laps with 113, and he almost wins the 24th race, which makes yet another runner-up position, but to Rusty Wheelhouse this time, who wins the 24th race. Bobby Carboni will start at pole position for the 25th race, where Chick Hicks wrecks Hollingus and Billy Oil Changer, where now only 4 laps later, he's out because of Kurt Busch Tire. Hooray! And Kurt Busch Tire had this to say to Chick Hicks: Chuck Armstrong would be out due to an engine failure. Mark Carton would almost win the 25th race, but in the end, Slide Park wins his very first race, and Dale Earnhardt seems to be very happy about it, since both of his teammates want to race this season. Also, Chuck Armstrong will start at pole position for the 26th race, where Chick Hicks wrecks 14 cars, and Ken Schrader is out because of Eugene Karbareski. Well, of course that happens. And also, Ron Blaster would almost win the 26th race, but in the end, Mark Burnsley will win his second race ever with the 26th race of 2000. And here is the top 20 as of the 26th race of the 2000 Piston Cup season.
Remember to press the notifications button, which goes ring, ring, ring after you press it. And lightning strikes back, and that's as if you subscribed, of course. And thank you for watching this entire video.
Sorry this video took a bit longer to make, but the next part of the 2000 Piston Cup Races 2 to 35 will be out very soon.